Alright, so first of all, you double click on your software, which is the Archicad software. Alright, and wait for it to open. Archicad 20. Alright, the first thing that will pop up is your dialog box, and on the dialog box, what you see here, what the dialog box is asking is, what would you like to do? For the sake of this tutorial, we want to create a new project, so click on new. Alright, click on new, and then it will open.
Hello, good day to you. Welcome to 3D Home, where you learn architectural softwares. Please do well to subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscribe button below, click on the bell and on your notification. Thank you so much. Let's proceed with the video.
Alright, you're welcome to Archicad. So this is known as our workspace. Alright, everything you're seeing here, the whole of this space is known as the workspace. Okay, so this is the workspace, and then on the left toolbar, this is where your main working tools are. Alright, so apparently all the things you'll be doing, you have to be picking them from this side and then modifying them and then getting what you want. So first of all, on the left hand side here, this toolbar here on the left is your main working tools, and these working tools are subdivided into three. All right, we have the design, we have document, and we have more. Right, more. So there are some little other things that you can pick from here, and then there are two other tools here on the design tools, and then on that document is where you pick other things like dimension and the rest. So as we proceed with the video, we'll get to know all these things. Right, on the up toolbar, this allows you to edit your walls, edit your windows, edit your doors and the rest. So this one is more like a modifying tools. Okay, a modifying tool. So anything you click on, for instance, now under designer, if I pick any wall, automatically the toolbar up here will actually change, all right, and create access for modification for that particular thing you've clicked on. Right, so if you click on door now, you see this is where you can change all the dimensions and the rest, so it automatically change and give you space for modification. All right, so this allows you to edit and then edit your walls, edit components and the rest. Okay, and then moving to our right hand side, what we have here, okay, what we have here now on this right toolbar is where you can set your stories, where you can view elevations, where you can view your section and the rest. So this is also known as a navigator because it allows you to move to and fro, view other stories, view other floors, and then view elevations and then do some other changes, all right, using this navigator. So it's known as a navigator. And then to our down left side, we have the status bar. All right, this is the status bar. So anything you click here, this status bar is going to show you some instruction on how to use that particular thing. For instance, now if we should pick a wall, now check here on the status bar, it's telling us to enter the first node of the wall. All right, when you click the first one, it will show you to complete wall. All right, so this is our status bar. So most times you need to be checking here if you're still learning. All right, so you need to check here to get some idea on what to do with some tools that you're not really aware of, or some tools that you don't know very well. The toolbars can be adjusted. Okay, they are actually positioned here based on how I want them, but you can change them, modify them to your own taste. So we can actually enlarge this toolbar, right? We can zoom it, but we really need more space. Okay, on our working space on the windows, we really need more space, so it will be advisable if you reduce them and have just one single column. All right, so you can adjust them to anything you want. You can adjust them to only be seeing the tools, the logos, and you can still adjust them to be seeing the names, but we don't want two columns. All right, so just one is enough. Yeah, one is enough. And then if for any reason some tools are missing, okay, if for any reason some tools are missing, just come to your windows. All right, click on windows. All right, go to your toolbar and pick any of those tools that are missing. So anything I click here, it will actually appear. All right, so I can just move it around, hold it, move it around, look for anywhere I want, and then dock it. All right, place it where I want. All right, so you can change anything, you can move anything, change them, take them to anywhere you want. You can move this one to this side, anyhow you want it to be. Okay, so it's all based on how you want it to be. Okay, so let's move this one back to where it was. All you have to do is just to hold, click on it and then drag it back. So let's close this one because we are not needing it for now. Your trace, you need to activate your trace reference, okay? Your trace reference and your renovation, okay? Those ones need to be here because that is where you can actually see your trace when you're working on your ground floor or first floor. You can trace those floor from down and then continue. So let's just go into that so you will see what I'm talking about. All right, so let's activate that together. You click on Windows, go down to your toolbar. Sorry, you go back to your palette, click on palette and then select your trace reference. Okay, trace and reference. Click on trace and reference. Ideally it was supposed to appear on your right hand side here, okay, on top of this toolbar here, the right toolbar, but though you can still move it on your own and drop it here up, drop this one up, okay, drop it above. All right, so if it's not actually highlighted or if it's not activated, you can click here. All right, trace, click here and it will be activated. And then remaining our renovation, okay, go back to your Windows, click on palette and then click on renovation. So these are renovation default elements. So let me show you how this thing works. Yeah, so these are renovation. So for instance, now let me show you how this works. If we are okay, let's check our navigator. We're on ground floor, right? Okay, we're on ground floor. Once you click on wall, okay, on ground floor, for instance, what you want to model is a story building, okay, and you know a story building you need some references on ground floor to actually set your up floor. Let's just say this is the plan. All right, let's say this is the plan. Okay, I'm just doing something crazy right now. So once we have it like this, okay, let's go back to our first story, which is the first floor. All right, so when you click on first story, this thing you're seeing this is actually the reference. All right, these lines are not drawn on first story. Okay, this is the lines, these are the walls we have on ground floor. Okay, so you can only work on them or activate them your trace if your trace reference is on, right? So the opacity, you can change this color. If you don't like this yellow, you can change it. You can reduce the opacity. For instance, if you don't want it to be showing too much, you can reduce it, reduce the opacity. Okay, look, you can see how it's showing now. It's showing very low now. So you can reduce and then you can also change the color. All right, you can change the color from yellow to blue to anything you want. All right, you can change them to anything you want. Let's change it to blue. Yep, let's reduce the opacity a little. Yeah, it's okay. So from here you can actually trace these lines, okay, based on how your floor plan is. Okay, based on how your floor plan is, trace the lines and then draw what you want to draw. If you have cantilever and the rest, so this is where you do all those things. So this thing is very useful, okay, very useful. And then for the arrangement, I actually prefer my tools to be I actually like them to be at the left hand side, and then these other ones too, I like them to be at the right hand side. It actually create more space for you on your windows. This entire space you're seeing here is known as the main window. All right, so you can zoom in and out using your mouse, okay, using your external mouse. That's a 3-button mouse. So I would recommend a 3-button mouse for us. All right, so with the 3-button mouse you will be able to adjust, zoom in, zoom out. All right, and then you can click on the scroll wheel and then move your space, your main windows left and right. Okay, so it's very useful. And then for the elevations, all right, for your elevations you can actually choose how you want your elevation to look like. Okay, you can change these colors. For instance, you don't want this blue, you just come to your trace reference, change it. All right, change it to red, anyhow you want it. Okay, you can change it to red and the rest. For instance, you have a bigger building, okay, a bigger building that is so big and more than this elevation, you can actually move the elevation either front or back. All right, you can shift them to accommodate that floor plan. Or if you want to, and if it's not capturing all the things you're working on, you can actually click on this one and then increase the distance, right? Extend them. So it depends on what you're working on and how you want it to be. So it mustn't be this box. You can actually change them, all right? Change them, but make sure um they are facing that building you're working on. Okay, so you can work on them, you can shift them, move them to the left and the right. Let's talk about wall settings. Okay, and once you click on your wall, automatically this up toolbar adjust, okay, change and create access for modification. If you want to go into settings, all right, just click on your settings dialog, the setting dialog, okay, or you click on Control T, right, or Control T. The setting dialog will open, all right. So this allow you to do all your settings. This is a wall with plaster, all right, plaster in and out. This is just a single wall, all right, and this is a wall with settings. So whenever you click on any of the wall, you see the display here. So you click on this other one, see the display here, all right. So let's go with the one without plaster. This is the wall, all right. So this is actually asking the size, right? That is the thickness of your wall. So let's click on 225, all right, 225, and then talking about the story, right, wall story, let's say not linked, okay, but because this will allow you to go from down to first story, let's click not link, okay, click on not link, and then move down to your colors, all right. These are your colors. So there are different settings that you can do based on what you want to achieve, all right, but I'll just glance through some of them so you see what you can change. That's the main ones. So these are the colors. This is where you can change colors. So once you click on any of this one is showing outside colors, right, outside paint. So you can work on outside paint. This one is the top, all right, and the side, and then this one is the internal colors, all right, that's interior painting. This one is exterior, interior, and then up. This one is up. So but you can link all of them together, all right, you can join all of them and change them at once. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Once you click on these three, that is the inside, the external, the internal, and the top, you just come to this link surface and click on link surface, all right, then just click on any of the colors and change the color. let's use um let's use oak light. Let's click on oak light, and then let's say we want the inside color, the exterior. Okay, let me just open this one so you see what I'm saying. Let's click on this, and then this is the new wall we're working on now, all right. New wall. Before you draw the second one, make sure there's a circle that shows connection, all right. Click here, okay. I'm drawing on ground floor. This particular wall did not join, so you can drag it from this point, right, move it inside, press on shift, click on the two wall, then you can trim them, okay. So let's check this wall on 3D. This is our 3D, right. There's already a layer here where you can view your 3D. So this is what we've selected, all right. This outline is actually like a wood. So let's say we want to change this particular painting inside, that is the inner ones, okay. Let's click on this wall. Another thing again, if you want to be fast, learn to group, okay. Let's group this one, group everything, click on shift, and select all, then press on Ctrl G. So everything has been grouped, all right. So let's go inside, all right, let's go inside. That's on the setting dialogues. There's a setting dialog here. If you don't want to press that one, just press on Ctrl T, so it will open direct, all right. So from here, click on this one, unlink them, all right, select just one, and then click on the outside one, all right. This is the interior, so click on interior, Once you click on the interior, let's select glossy white and then click OK. You see only the interior will change. This wall was not drawn well. So you can flip this one. This one was not drawn well, so the inside is actually the one outside. So what will happen now is we'll click on the wall. Alright, click on the wall. Let's escape this orbit. Click on this particular wall, only the wall. But before then, let's ungroup the walls. Click on alternate G. Alright, click on alternate G and then select this particular wall and then press P automatically to flip inside. Okay, let's stop. Let me show you how to just add a door. I will stop here for today. Alright, so go back to your ground floor, click on your ground floor. Alright, so it's showing. Click on the left toolbar, click on your door. Alright, either you press Ctrl T or you click on the setting dialogs. It will automatically open. So these are the doors that we have. You can select any of the doors you want. Right, so let's go with, let's say this one. Let's pick this one. So this is the door, but you can change the settings of the door. Anything you want you can select. Alright, so this is the door now. Select the door, change the sizes. This is the height, the width 1.5, the height 2.4. So anyhow you want it, just do your settings. Normal height, for some doors 2.1, that's 2100. Then do your settings for the seal. Do you want seal? For me, I said no, that's 0. Put in 0 and then click OK. Just come here and then add the door. The opening should be inside. So once I open my 3D now, you see that particular door. So this is the door. You can change the settings anyhow you want, the settings, the color, anyhow you want the door. So this is, I just hope you learned something from this. So let's stop here for today.